Hey everybody, Danny here. It is Sunday, September 3rd, I believe. Yep, September 3rd. I'm about getting ready for work right now, but I figured I'd do my little video thing that I've been doing daily. My kids seem to like it. Yay! Anyhow, what I want to talk about today is labeling people. From my previous videos, as you see, you know, my little history of what I told you. I have been labeled most of my life. I have been labeled as a drug addict. I have been labeled as an alcoholic. I have been labeled as having mental illness. I have been labeled as a psychopath. Clumsy, sloppy, dirty, you name it. I've been labeled as all that. I don't take care of my kids. I don't clean right. I don't cook right. I can't do nothing. Blah, 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 blah. Well, whatever. Get into it. Not that I really have to defend myself with it, but as far as it all goes, untrue. As far as drugs went, yeah, I had a few, oh God, years ago. I mean, I was a partier. I kind of partied, but I wasn't like sit at home, get high every day, and like years of drug use. And honestly, I do feel bad for people who do have that, because I do believe it is a disease and people need help and everything, and I've lost many of people to it. But just to clear my name, I'm not a drug addict. Alcohol, I can't handle one beer. So, and besides the fact I don't like the taste of alcohol, that should help too. So I'm not an alcoholic either. As far as everything else, the labeling or the things that have been said to me, they kind of linger, because even where I'm at now, I'm noticing that I'm not really trusted with people, around certain people, I guess, the flying monkeys, so to speak, who believe what is said about me. And it kind of hurts. I have to admit, it really does hurt. It's like I'm not trusted with kids. I'm not trusted with anybody. Really, people kind of look at me like I have some like terrible disease or something, and or it just seems like people kind of stare away from me. They're nice to me and everything, but they kind of stay clear. Don't want me around their kids, really don't want this. And it's all because of what one person's golden word, quote unquote, says to people. How one person can ruin somebody's life so much just by things they make up about them is unbelievable. And it lingers. It lingers, and once you're labeled, it's like you're labeled and that's it. And the only thing that upsets me is, why do people listen to people? Like, why don't they get to know somebody? Why don't they ask them themselves? Why do they just take someone's word for it and believe them? It hurts. I have to say, I guess it's all a part of the recovery also, but it hurts. It's almost like people like are like kind of afraid of me, like they're gonna catch something from me, or I'm gonna like make their kid get hit by a car or something. I have 4 kids myself, and my issues with my kids are all due to their narcissistic father, unfortunately. But I mean, that all goes with everything, like, I guess that's just happened, the whole domino effect that happened in my life. But I'm not really worried. My kids love me, and as they get older, they realize the truth. The truth of the matter is, I'm just poor, and, I can't afford to do things that most people I know do. And, that's the only thing that I would think would make me the black sheep of the family, if anything, is just my financial status, which I don't put a value on anybody financially. I mean, if you're a good person, you're a good person. Doesn't matter how much money you have, because that doesn't make you what you are, what you have in your bank account. I have nothing in my bank account, but I can run circles around people when it comes to loyalty, trust, and just being there for people. And my true friends and family who really do know me, who took the time to know me and talk to me and do things with me, they know that, and That's all I'm worried about. But when you know you're in a new place around people who all they heard were things about you, it hurts. Today I kind of went to a little outing, a little lunch outing with family, and I met people who don't know me but have met my parents in the past, and said how wonderful my parents are. My dad, yeah, he's a great person. I just wish there was more I can say, except that he's married to my mother, and that's it. There's nothing I could do because that's her husband, and there's nothing really much I can do. That relationship has already been torn apart. My dad and my relationship, and just the way people kind of look at me, the way they act around me, like I got the cooties or something. I mean, I sit here and I laugh about it because if they only knew, if people really only knew the truth and would stop, listening to someone's golden word. I mean, yes, people can be convincing. Liars and manipulators can be convincing. And it's just sad because I've dealt with this for so long, and now that I'm away from it, I'm like kind of still, I'm dealing with the repercussions of it, the after effects, the echo, whatever you want to call it. I'm no therapist, believe me, but I'm my own therapist, let's put it this way, because I'm not stupid. I see what's going on, and I can't say it don't hurt. So instead of jumping to conclusions and getting upset, I just say it's upsetting, but I'm not going to let it get to me. But so I'm going to sit here, and my last words to everybody is there's two sides to every story. Well, typically they say there's three: your side, their side, and the truth. But sometimes you can't listen to what one person says, and you got to think about it. Like, how could one person be all these things? I mean, I'm 41 years old. I have 4 kids. I mean, maybe I'm not like the most beautiful thing in the world. Maybe I'm not in the greatest shape in the world, but I think I'm pretty damn good and strong for what I have. And if I was this old drug addict that they claim I am, have the mental illness everyone claims that I have, and an alcoholic, I don't think I'd be able to function as I do. I don't think I'd be able to maintain what I look like half the time. And again, I'm not trying to be conceited or think I'm better than anyone, because I so am not. The only thing anyone's right about me is I never have any money. I work basically to survive, and that's just the hand that I was dealt, and I'm just trying to deal with it, and I do the best that I can. And my word of advice and hope to anyone who does see this, think about what you say about people. Just think about it. Because I know, even like, when people tell me, make their comments about other people they don't like, or start rumors about people, or tell me something that would be none of my business about someone, I kind of brush it off my shoulder, because you got to think about it. Like, why are people quick to badmouth somebody but not quick to say, oh, they're a good person, she's a nice girl, he's a really great guy, but they're quick to spread a rumor. It's like gossip. People just love gossip. Anyway, with that being said, I'm just letting like, I'm going to work right now. Well, I'm getting ready to go to work right now, and I have this instilled in the back of my mind because it kind of hurt my feelings. And I'm not on the pity pot. I mean, I'll get over it. I get over everything, no big deal. But what you say about somebody can last forever. You could tell like one person, and then talk about somebody, and then boom, down the line they happen to meet that person, and they already have in their head what was bad mouthed about them. So it's just not right. I don't know how else to explain it. I mean, I'm not very good with words, and I'm doing this like really fast because I'm just trying to talk stuff out so I don't have to keep it bottled up. But it does hurt. So watch what you say about people. And you know what? Like, we're taught from when we're younger, well, most of the time, if you have nothing nice to say about somebody, don't say anything at all. Keep it to yourself. And if you have a problem with somebody, you deal with it with that person. And if you can't deal with it in that person, then you got to deal with it yourself. But going around talking about people, bad mouthing people, how does that make it better? How, I mean, maybe it makes you feel better for whatever reason, the person actually saying that, but apparently you have issues then. Well, with that, just keep it in mind. Watch your words because they scar more than anything. Remember, physical wounds heal. What you say about somebody can last a lifetime. Anyway, peace out, everybody. Love you. Till later. Bye.